Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the hill in this one, Sandy Alcantara. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ready to go now. And now the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski, just off the outside edge. And this one is off and running. That one's in there. And 1-1. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. On the ground, Sanoha slings to first. One out in the top of the first. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Wilmer Flores.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Out of here. His second homer this series, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. And that's outside, and it's 1-0.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One out, bases empty. Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Out. Two away now after the drop third strike.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
2 down, bases empty. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Strike 1. Lee, a strong-arm center fielder, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's a native of South Korea. 2 down, nobody on. Ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Miami, And towing the slab, Landon Root. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Agustin Ramirez leading things off and takes a strike. Now the 0-1. There's a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Smoked on the ground a second. On to first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, Agustin Ramirez.
Yeah, Boog, and he's been just clutch for this team so far in the series. 5 runs batted in to this point. You know, guys like him who can just slow the game down, quiet the nerves when they're runners on base or pressure situations, they're as valuable as it gets. We'll see if he keeps making an impact today.
Otto Lopez, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike. Hey!
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Offense held in check there. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Second inning set to go. And now the veteran third baseman, Matt Chapman. Alcantara back to work. Center field. Mesa under it. And there's 1 down. Willie Adames stands in. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single. One down. So here's Wade now. That misses the zone. 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation where he needs something on the ground.
And there's a ball. Adames leads off first with 1 away. Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Sam Huff digs in now. And that's in for a strike. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So one hit is all they get. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Hit on the ground to the right side, but that rolls foul. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. In the dirt, blocked.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Chapman over to first in time. That's one out the bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And there's the strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And the righty deals.
Ball, that's low.
Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra to the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
That's off the inside corner.
Inside.
And it's 2-1. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone.
Base hit, coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 1-1. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Maybe a 2-ball, 5-4. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Batting it, the second baseman,
Javier Sanoja getting ready to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Foul ball there. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball,
This guy's
2
got
strikes.
such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's the 0-2. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, 2 outs. Victor Mesa Jr., the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a ground ball. Adames. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. And we're back. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Christian Koss. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1. And
1
ball
ball,
1.
2 strikes.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Struck him out looking. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
One gone, runner at first. And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That one misses, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Wilmer Flores will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Two outs. Just missed. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out of the inning. One hit, one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the DH, Agustin Ramirez. Out towards left center. Ramos makes the grab, one away.
The first baseman, number 33, Eric.
And at the plate for Miami, Eric Wagaman grounded out his first time up. That just misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting,
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Caught looking his first time up.
Runner,
The
he's
kick
going,
and the
he's going.
pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and missed. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It's going to fall for a hit into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
And now Graham Pauley. Breaking ball misses down and away.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Wagaman, the runner at third. Lopez at first. One gone. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. That one almost got him.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that one fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag and get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Bird. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases all loaded up. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. Golden opportunity right here. base hit on the line. One runs in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Nick Fortes, the next to hit. Single that drove in a run his first time through. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. The 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Oh, 2 now. Outside with a breaking ball. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Spencer Bivens getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Launching, but can't make the catch. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone.
Picks himself up an RBI.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
So bases loaded with one away. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. To short, could be 2. Slings to second. Over to first. Safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And now here is Javier Sanoja. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's a strike. Just missed. Swing and a miss.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Two on, 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Missed inside with the curve.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2 now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Up the middle. Koss. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play to end the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Marlins 4 and the Giants 1. On to the 4th. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next
that's off
offering
the plate.
misses,
Ball 2.
and the count is 2-0. Just
ball 3.
missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the
3-0.
count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
In for a strike, now 3-1. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. That one down the line, and foul ball. Man at second. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. That's down
1 ball,
and in.
2 strikes.
Base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And it's now a 2-run game.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now a chance for Willie Adames.
Well, these
0-1's the
Giants
count.
showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
The
1
shortstop
ball,
takes the
2
ball.
strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Ball 2.
Runner takes off. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's a foul ball. Next
I got
offering
3-2.
upstairs. Chapman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. He's 0 for 1. Fly ball down the line. Paulie on the move. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Up next is John, the catcher, Dan Hunt.
And now Sam Huff. He's 0 for 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Berg.
right through there for a strike.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Slice to right. Brings it in. Run attacks for third. The throw is line. He's safe. And it's a 1-run game.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases. But nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Alcantara over to first.
No, he's in
and he's
there.
back in easily. Haas goes 6'1", 180 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be
Ball,
extra
that's off the
careful
plate.
in this matchup.
First and second, 2 down. And
That's a
another
ball.
ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and a couple left on. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Marlins 4 and the Giants 3. Bottom 4, and now the center fielder, Victor Mesa Jr.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. You know, these Marlins doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Inside, almost got it.
That's ball 2.
Line drive to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
So the batting order turns over. Agustin Ramirez now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Fouled off left side. That's off the mark. 1 and 2 to count. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. To the right side, Koss tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Wagaman.
2 outs, base is empty. Eric Wagaman getting ready to hit. 1 for 2.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
First pitch, and he just misses. 2 outs, base is empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. And that skips in the dirt. Out to short. In plenty of time to first. Marlins set down in order. And the Marlins down quietly. And it remains a 4-3 game. Back here in Miami, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Elliot Ramos. Alcantara back to work. And that's outside.
That's out.
Next offering is downstairs. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
Benny really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 1. Hit in the air, right field. Squeezes it. 2 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. And that is out of play. Outside low. And that is
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Just
that ball went
missed.
out.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's Matt Chapman. Fouled off. He was late. Two outs. In the air, right field. Sanchez moving under this one. He makes the grab. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Giants 3. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. The wind and the pitch. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number one.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder,
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami. Graham Pauley walked his first time. Outside.
Oh, that's out.
And that's ball one.
Ball two.
Inside,
in.
just missed. And that's in there at the knees. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Nope. Ball one. I got one ball, one strike.
Rips one to right. Yastrzemski makes the catch, inning over. Miami down in order, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back here at Lone Depot Park, all set for the top of the sixth. And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Jesus Tinoco preparing to come on if needed. Gibson, the lefty, warming up as well. Here's the pitch to Adames. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Chopped out in front of the plate. One up, one down. Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. That one way inside. And a base hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Cal Quantrill.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Sam Huff. That one is absolutely belted. Bangs off the wall. Relay to second, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Back-to-back base hits. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And a pretty good chance we can see a lead change here. At least a tie ball game with both of those runs in scoring position.
2 on, 1 out. Koss will hit next. Just off the inside edge. Next pitch is outside. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. He's out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 1 for 3. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure.
So it's second and third occupied. They go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. Now here is Elliot Ramos. He's already homered here in this one. That one way inside.
Nope, outside.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Right side. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Hicks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Nick Fortes digs in now. And that's through there for a strike.
You know, these Marlins really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. With runners in scoring position, they've come through more than 50% of the time, and you can see the damage it's created on the scoreboard.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To third. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Javier.
And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja. Swing and a ball popped up. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And now the DH, Wilmer Flores. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
That's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
On the ground. Down the line, and it's foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Quantrill back to work. In there. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. That's it for Cal Quantrill, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Cade
Marlins,
Gibson comes on now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Gibson, 27 years old, and he was a 10th round pick in 2022. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses, and the count 2-1. Ripped to right. Pulls it in for the out.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
And here is Matt Chapman. On the ground, right side. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now here is Willie Adames. Swing and a miss, strike one.
As a
0-1
pitcher,
the
you
count.
know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
So the tying run at second.
Ball one.
That one
Ball, that's
outside.
outside.
And it's 2-1.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Got the back going too soon. It's strike two.
2-2 the count. Count is 3-2.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Set for the last half of the 7th. At the plate, Victor Mesa Jr. And first offering is fouled off. And that one in the air center field. Lee pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. Here's a high chopper. And he's out.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Wagaman.
And up next for Miami, Eric Wagaman. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
That's
Ball, that's
inside.
in.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch
That's
is
ball 2.
downstairs. Hit on the ground to short. Adames. And that is that.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Marlins,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jesus Tinoco.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now Bob Melvin going with a pinch hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. That's
Ball
down
1.
and in. A slider missed. And fouled off.
That's ball 2.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him swinging for the kill. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Pretty good strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And up next for San Francisco, Sam Huff. And it's fouled off. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 1-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That missed inside, and the count is 2-2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And the tying runs at second base with a double. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Christian Koss, the next Giant to hit. That's a slider for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Huff, the runner at second with 1 away. Fought off foul. Next offering is down low.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. So the tying run at second. Now one miss. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Fires to first on the run, and he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, that was a throw that just shouldn't have been made. They scored a single and an error, so the official scorer doesn't believe a good throw would have gotten an out, and neither do I. We can't hear
calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Elliot Ramos to the plate now with a chance to come up big.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. A big run scores on the sac fly. Tie game. game here in the 8th.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jesus Tinoco won't go any further tonight, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Calvin Fauché.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
So 2 down now, and here is Wilmer Flores. Tap foul to plate. That misses the zone, and 1-1. Line drive, base hit. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Valente Beozo up and loosening in the pen. Weathers warming up as well. 2 on, 2 outs. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Giants 5 and the Marlins 4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Randy Rodriguez.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Casey Schmidt getting loose there. He's now in the game at first.
Number 10.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That one catches the zone. 0-1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Ryan Walker, the closer of the staff, is throwing.
Ball 1.
And now 1 and 2.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And that one upstairs. Hard hit right side. Throws to first in time. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. A strikeout and a walk. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. To the right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And the batter now, Connor Norby.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
That clips the zone. Strike one. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Lee sizing this one up. He's got it, and the inning is over. Back here in Miami, and here is Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
Fauché back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And that's down and away.
Strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one wrapped foul. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. In the dirt, now 1-2. Ground ball right side. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Man at first, Casey Schmidt, the next to hit, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Fauché picks over Adames. Back in on a dive. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hard makes a nice running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Sam Huff. Pickoff throw, and he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. One error in the inning, but nothing more. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Giants 5 and the Marlins 4. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ryan Walker.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Walker.
Nick Fortes now at the plate.
It's so important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
And that one clips the corner. One-run game, bottom 9. That's in there. 0-2. In the air, out towards right center. Brings it in, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 7.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. That one lifted to left. Ramos in position. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
So it's their last chance in this one. And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja. Just missed. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And that's downstairs. Ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 outs. And that one hit to first. And it's just foul. That was close. Popped up. Chapman under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Alright, yeah, that's game. I hope you all enjoyed. If you don't, excuse me. If you don't, God, I can't get it out. Give me a like, I appreciate it. And then if you haven't subscribed, subscribe please. I appreciate it, and I appreciate y'all. And I'll be back soon enough, y'all. Have a great day. And again,